over 10,000 people attempt to summit Mount Rainier each year. Only half of these make it to the top. There's a reason so many people don't make it. Reaching the summit of a 14,410-foot active volcano requires hiking at least 8 miles, with 9,000 feet of elevation gain. Never mind that it's the most glaciated mountain in the lower 48 states. Rainier tests climbers physically, but also requires a knowledge of mountaineering. Roped travel across glaciers pocketed with large open crevasses is no joke. People die every year climbing this mountain. Rock and ice falls, avalanches, and hypothermia are just a few ways the mountain claims its victims. Despite the risk, the rugged beauty, thrill of adventure, and the achievement of summiting draws people back again and again.
Are we there yet?
All right, it is Tuesday, June 15th, 2021, and today's adventure is hiking Mount Rainier. So this is going to be an epic adventure. This is one of our brother's adventures. So we've done a few of these in the past. We hiked the Hoh River Trail, did a video with that one. But we've got Matt along here. My brother Matt, he's blocked. There he is. There's Matt. We've got Brian. Hello. My oldest sister's husband. And yeah, we're gonna go hike this mountain. So we're getting ready. Let's do this.
One does not simply hike Mount Rainier. Summiting this peak requires preparation far in advance, and even then, you may not summit for whatever reason. If you're going with a tour group, then most of the nitty-gritty will be taken care of for you. Just fork over your deposit and start getting in shape.
Ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
For those wanting to climb unguided, like we did, you'll need to think about things a bit more, especially if you're new to mountaineering. I'll admit that I very much took this mountain for granted initially. I thought to myself, I've summited higher peaks, climbed volcanoes, and done backpacking trips that are way longer. Rainier is no joke though. There's a reason it's in the top 5 most dangerous mountains in the USA. I have a new respect for it now, having tasted its slopes. Literally, like you have to melt snow for water right off the mountain, so I've tasted it. Anyway, let's get on with it.
Yeah, there's definitely some dark clouds. But as long as we get high enough, it'll turn to snow. The mountain is somewhere up there, somewhere in the clouds. We haven't actually seen it yet, but we believe it's there. The mountain decided to show its face a little bit. We're getting a little sneak peek, but the horizon is pretty dark. Looks like there might be a storm later on.
To climb Rainier, you have to have a climbing permit. This permit allows you to go above 10,000 feet and onto glaciers. The climbing permit is one and the same as the wilderness permit that you'll use to camp overnight at one of the high camps if you're doing a multi-day ascent. But permits are required above 10,000 feet even if you're not camping overnight. Permits are in high demand during the summer season, and you may have to be flexible with dates to get one. Definitely read all the info about permits on the Mount Rainier National Park permit page. There's a permit early access lottery every year, which will allow you to book your permit days before registration is fully open. In our group, all 3 of us applied, and only I won an early access slot. This was great though, because it allowed us to pick whatever dates we wanted. We settled on June 15th and 16th.
All right. Things got snowy.
In addition to a permit, every member of your party has to pay a climber cost recovery fee. This fee is non-refundable and is $52 for adults over 26 years old and $36 for people 25 years and younger. You'll have to pay this before getting your permit. Each recovery fee has a tracking ID number that you'll enter for each member of your party on the permit form. Speaking of the permit form, you'll be asked detailed information about your route, each member in the party, their previous experience, and what equipment your team is bringing. The Park Service has published official in-depth route descriptions for Mount Rainier climbs. definitely read these. I've put a link to the guide for the Disappointment Cleaver route in the video description.
All right, we're at an undetermined mileage up the mountain. Somewhere between, what was it, Rocky Creek, Pebble Creek, and Camp Muir. We're in a complete whiteout. It's snowing hard, but we're pushing up the mountain, following the tracks in front of us. All right, let's keep going.
We continued forward through the whiteout conditions for several hours, the snow and wind pelting us incessantly. Pretty soon all previous tracks were covered and we had to rely on GPS to navigate. This part of the climb was so disheartening. The conditions slowed us down tremendously and we arrived in camp just as the sun fell behind the mountain.
So it is about 10 o'clock at night, and we got to Camp Muir really late. I mean, it was still light when we got here, but it was just starting to get dark. And so we frantically put up the tent and got food, and we're freezing. So cold. So now we are gonna go to sleep.
All right, it's 2 or 3 in the morning. We're about to head out. We have a surprise visitor.
Hey, how's it going? Can you see me?
You can't see
Let's see,
anything.
I'll do that. How's it going?
Dan Noakes up here.
I made it.
All right, we're gonna get going. Let's do this.
Let's talk gear for a moment. Rainier is a mountaineering climb. You can't just walk up it. Specialized gear such as crampons, climbing boots, ice axes, ropes, harnesses, and helmets are a must. Other gear for crevasse rescue, navigation, and avalanche danger should also be brought in case a rescue situation develops. We rented most of our mountaineering gear from a local sporting goods store, but we bought our own harnesses, carabiners, and rope. I've left links in the video description for some of the equipment that we used.
We're starting to get light. That crevasse is intense. We just crossed it right here. All right. Right away. All right, there we go. Now you can see me. All right, sun's coming up. Spirits are high. We're traversing some incredible scenery here. Just incredible scenery. Oh my goodness, this view. Can't get over it. Whew, look at that hole. That is a big hole. Look at this. Oh my goodness. This is so incredible. Oh man, the exposure there looks so awesome, Dan. I could get the big camera out and get the most epic shot of you. So I feel like back at camp this morning, whenever we left, it was like 3 or something, who knows. I was kind of incoherent still, but we have joining us. He hiked all through the night. He basically drove all day yesterday and then hiked through the night. None other than Dan Noakes of YouTube fame. And obviously Matt's here. Brian decided to stay back at Camp Muir. He's not feeling well. His asthma was acting up yesterday, and so he's gonna stay back there and kind of tidy up camp. But anyway, we're gonna keep going up. Let's do it. All right. Status update. It turns out that there's a bridge up here that looks like it's broken, and so tour groups are turning around. We're gonna go inspect it and see what's what, and see if it's passable. But if not, we may be turning around before the summit, so we'll see. So we made it to the top of Disappointment Cleaver. We find ourselves disappointed because there's really no safe way up from here. The guided tour is actually all turned back, and so Dan's kind of checking it out right now, but he's coming back down. I don't think we're going to be able to summit today. How do you feel?
I'd like to make it to the top.
A little disappointing, but you know, safety first. Alright, we made the hard decision to turn around without any marked trails. Just wasn't comfortable continuing. No regrets. Alright, we made it back to Camp Muir. Dan is about to take off. He's skiing down the mountain. So if you want to see him ski down the mountain, go follow his channel. It's super good.
Subscribe.
Yes, subscribe, ring the bell, whatever, thumbs up,
Yeah.
all the things.
Everything.
Dan's awesome. He has great videos. So anyway, we still have to hike down from Muir, which is gonna be not fun. hopefully we can slide a little.
Nice to meet you.
But have fun, Dan.
Bye.
See you later. There he goes, the man, the myth, the legend, Dan Noakes.
Are we there yet?
So we're coming down from Camp Muir. We're trying to slide as much as we can. Not slippery enough.